Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my April favorites for you. I found some like holy grails this month. Like it was a really good month for my favorites. And I'm also actually going to be talking about my biggest makeup product fail of the month as well. So make sure you stay tuned to the end to find out what that product is because oh, it was such a big fail. Don't forget to let me know what your April favorite was in the comments down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So let's get right into it. So let's just start off with what I'm actually wearing on my lips. Now these are the Tarteist Glossy Lip Paints. So I feel like I've sort of become like a lip gloss snob over the past few months. I've become like really picky when it comes to lip glosses. I will only honestly wear them if they're like my perfect formulas. And these Tarteist Glossy Lip Paints are like just that. Oh my God, I swear I think I almost like these more than like the Marc Jacobs lip glosses. So as far as the texture for these glosses, they're super lightweight, very buttery. So I would compare them to like the NYX Butter Glosses. They literally don't even feel like they're on your lips. They just feel super comfortable. They basically have just the right amount of pigmentation that you're able to layer them on top of a lipstick, but still have the lipstick show through. But they're also pigmented enough that you're able to wear them by themselves, which is my favorite type of lip gloss. So the color that I'm wearing on my lips right now is called Avi, and this is just the perfect nude lip gloss. It's still light enough that it gives you that light nude look, but it's dark enough that it won't wash you out. So this is definitely the one that I would recommend the most. And then my second favorite one is Goals. This is a beautiful, almost like corally lip gloss. I love wearing this sort of like on my no makeup days when I sort of just want to liven up my lips a little bit and add a little bit of a gloss. As you can probably tell, I highly recommend these. I have been waiting for my April favorites so that I'd be able to talk about this with you guys. So this is the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Complete Coverage Serum Concealer. This is probably one of my new favorite concealers. I honestly sort of like it a little bit more than the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and you guys know that the Naked Skin is like my ride or die. Just like the Naked Skin, it's very lightweight but very full coverage. It is called a serum concealer, so it looks really nice and hydrating underneath your eyes. If you have very dry under eyes and you find it difficult to find a concealer that will actually make your under eyes look hydrated and not dry, you need to try this concealer because I have that problem and this makes my under eyes just look incredible. I could not recommend this one enough. It's like amazing. Speaking of Bare Minerals, when I was picking up that concealer, I also picked up this Bare Minerals Bare Skin Sheer Sun Serum Bronzer. Now, I have been really into liquid bronzers lately. I don't know what it is, but when it becomes spring and summer, I just like always want to wear liquids on my face and sort of avoid as many powders as possible, just because I feel like it's a lot more lightweight than wearing powders during the summertime, and I feel like it just gives your skin a really pretty like natural look. So because it is a serum formula, it's very liquidy. When you start to blend it out, you're like, oh, this is weird and it's very oily, but as soon as you blend it out, it completely dries down. It doesn't feel slick anymore, which is really nice. So what's really nice about this product is that it looks so incredibly natural on the skin. It literally just looks like you are naturally tan. I like to apply this with my beauty blender, so I'll just dot it all over my face and blend it out with my beauty blender. You could also sort of like mix it in with your foundation if you want an all over bronze look, but I sort of just like pinpointing exactly where I want to put it. So speaking of my favorite bronzing products, my favorite powder bronzer of the month has been the Tarte Park Avenue Princess bronzer. This is such a wonderful bronzer if you're on the fairer side. You could contour with this, you could bronze with this. It's really just the perfect shade. It's also completely matte. It's a very smooth and finely milled powder. It blends out very easily, doesn't look patchy, and it's a really great bronzer if you're on the fair lighter side. You want to warm up your complexion without looking orange. This is a really great option and I have been loving it. Next, I have my favorite blush of the month. This is the Estee Edit Barris blush in the shade First Lover, and this color is so gorgeous. It's a very pretty, just like sort of neutral pink blush. I'm wearing it on my cheeks right now if you want to see what it looks like on the skin. It is a matte shade, but it did have like this really pretty gold overlay like when you first buy it, but it does disappear after a few uses, which is sort of unfortunate because I thought it was a really pretty like extra touch to the blush. So I'm sort of sad that that sort of just like dusts away. But the blush is really beautiful. They are so crazy pigmented. You gotta be really careful when you apply this. You really gotta go in with a very light hand. Otherwise, you will end up with clown cheeks. But the formula is awesome and I highly recommend checking it out. So my go-to lipstick this month has been this Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in Meringue. The formula of the Amuse Bouche lipsticks are incredible. They're very creamy, very hydrating, but they last a nice amount of time on the lips because sometimes very creamy lipsticks can sort of just like slide off your lips throughout the day, but these do last a really nice amount of time. This is just one swipe of the lipstick and you can see it's like one swipe, very intense. This shade is just my perfect everyday nude shade. It is right in between a coral and a pink, and it's just the type of color that will really liven up the face. And this layered with Goals lip gloss from Tarte, oh my god, it's amazing. It's such a beautiful combination. Another lipstick that I've been loving this month is actually another one from the Estee Edit line. As you can probably tell, I've tried a lot from the Estee Edit line this month. This is another really beautiful nude. It is a matte lipstick called Sunday Vibe. So compared to Meringue, it's a lot more on like the peachier side, whereas Meringue is a little bit more pink. This is another just beautiful everyday nude lipstick that will really liven up the face. I love the formula of these. It's a matte lipstick, but it's a hydrating matte lipstick. I also love the packaging of this. I think it's so cute. All right, the last lip product that I've been really into this month is the Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Ashton. There's something about these like very warm brown shades that I've been really into, like ColourPop Taurus, Dose of Colors Cork, and now Ashton from Anastasia. This is probably going to be my go-to deeper shade for the spring and summertime because it is like definitely a deeper shade. It's not like a bright pink or bright coral, but it still has those like really warm elements to it that really is appropriate for this time of year. But I did wear it in one of my more recent Instagram pictures. If you'd like to see it on my actual lips, then you could check out my Instagram. All right, moving on to a mascara that I've been loving. Now, I have been having some like major issues with smudging on my lower lash line. I have been looking in the mirror over the past few weeks and just seeing black just smeared all underneath on my under eyes, and I can never remember what mascara I had used that was causing it, but I've started using the Benefit They're Real mascara on my lower lashes, and it has been a lifesaver because this does not move for my lower lashes. A few days ago, I wore my makeup from literally 8 a.m. to like 10 p.m. and I had no smudging whatsoever. It stayed perfectly throughout the whole entire day, no flaking, nothing like that. And because of the brush, it's like a very like spiky, plasticky brush. It really does separate the lower lashes. Okay, now I have a foundation favorite. I don't know what took me so long to try this. This is the Lancome Miracle Cushion foundation. So it's basically a cushion foundation. This is probably one of my new favorite everyday foundations. It is so quick and so easy to apply. I know you're supposed to use the little sponge that comes with it, but honestly, I've just been using my beauty blender. I just dab my beauty blender into the compact and just put it all over my face, and I'm able to apply my foundation like within maybe 2 minutes. Even though this is a dewy foundation, it is not overly dewy because a lot of the times dewy foundations can sort of make your skin look oily or like even wet, but this just has the right amount of dewiness to it that it just makes my skin look really hydrated and really nice and like healthy looking. The coverage is also fantastic. It is not too light that I'm not able to like get any coverage at all, but I would say it's a solid like light to medium coverage. I'm really able to get like the perfect amount of coverage for my skin, and I'm wearing it on my skin right now. Moving on to a foundation primer. Now this is a little mini sample size. This is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer Primer, and this is the Hydrating Primer. I have really been looking for a primer that's not only gonna keep my foundation on longer, but that's also really gonna hydrate my skin, and this is it. This foundation primer is so hydrating. It really does make my skin feel really nice and just balanced right before I put my foundation on, and it also feels a little bit tacky after I apply it, so I really feel like my foundation is going to like actually stick and stay on my face. A lot of the times primers can sort of ball up my foundation and sort of act weird. It's sort of hard to find like good foundation and primer duos that just work really well together, but I find that this one works really well with every single foundation that I've tried it with. So next I have a highlighter. This is the Laura Mercier Face Illuminator in the shade Devotion. This is one of her new face illuminators. She just came out with so many new highlighters. If you like really soft pink highlighters, then you would absolutely love this. It is a very intense highlighter. Like, this is not the highlighter that you wear if you want something that is a little bit more natural. Like, this is going to give you a glow. I also want to mention that this is a little bit more shimmery, so you do want to keep that in mind as well if you don't like that. I honestly love it. It gives you an intense glow. It's a really beautiful color. I honestly don't really have anything like this. And yeah, I've just been using it a ton this month. I've been really into new liners on my waterline lately, again, because of the spring and summer. I just love that really fresh look. My favorite one has been the Urban Decay 24/7 Waterline Eye Pencil in Walk of Shame. You may remember that I raved about these eye pencils like months ago when they first came out. They are so amazing for the waterline. They do not move. They really do stay in place, which is great. So I'm really happy that they came out with a nude shade because it really does stay in your waterline for a a very, very, very long time. So the last product that I have to talk about is this Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette in the shade Rust. And this is just a really great all-in-one type of palette. If you're familiar with the Kat Von D eyeshadows, then these are no different. They almost blend themselves. Honestly, like they're probably some of the most blendable eyeshadows out there. You could basically just create a full look using just this one palette, which is really nice. It is very small, so it's great for travel. The only con that I have to say about these palettes is that they are extremely powdery because the powders are so soft. As soon as you just touch your brush into the powder, like you will get a lot of powder sort of just go everywhere, which sort of sucks, but honestly, it's not that big of a deal in my opinion. I'm able to sort of just look past it, but I want to mention that in case you didn't like really powdery eyeshadows. So I just spoke about all of my favorites, but I do have one product here that I've tried so hard to love, but it has just failed me time and time again. So I want to mention it as like my fail product of the month. So that is the Estee Edit Skin Glowing Balm. My hopes were so high for this foundation because it's called the Skin Glowing Balm. Like, hello, dry skin glowing balm. I felt like it would be a match made in heaven. First of all, this foundation literally gives like no coverage whatsoever. I am the type of girl who likes a light coverage foundation, but this literally did nothing for my skin. And I kept on trying to like build it up, but it kept on almost like separating on my skin and not really like actually sticking to where I wanted it to stay. It also looked really, really like cakey on my skin for some reason, which was so strange since it is such a light coverage. It just like really did not work. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm still trying to see if I could still use it because I did buy it obviously and I don't want to completely waste a foundation. But so far, I really don't like it and I would probably say to skip this if you were debating whether or not to get it. So that completes my favorites for the month of April. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, don't forget to let me know what your favorite was for the month of April. As always, I would love to know. Give this video a big thumbs up and of course, hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my favorite bright lip products. So I'm going to be going through all of my favorite